Hello everyone, Mary Walters here of Energy Girl in my studio today talking about radiance circuits. So radiance circuits are appropriately named because they help us come back to our radiant selves. They bring in joy, they bring in inner peace, they bring happiness. They are an energy system that works with other energy systems, the meridians, the chakras, the aura, and they're mobile, so they can go anywhere in the body that's needed. Whether it's a physical issue, emotional issue, they're absolutely wonderful. So the traditional Chinese have actually had these documented over 4,000 years ago. There's documentations of these. However, they're called strange flows or maybe extraordinary vessels are sometimes what it is in the TCM world. But in the Eden method, they're called radiant circuits. It's that feeling that you get when you fall in love, right? It's the gratitude, it's ecstasy, it's just amazing. So what we're going to do today is give you some tracings of all the radiant circuits to bring all of this radiance and joy and happiness and love into your life. Now, we can activate them on our own with just listening to our favorite music. Like, we can listen, we can dance to our favorite music and just dance like nobody's watching, right? Uncontrollable laughing will activate these. Anything that makes your heart smile, right? That's what's going to activate these circuits. So what they often become disconnected or sort of running stagnant when we are in our negative thought processes in our head, when we have our sedentary lifestyles, when we are just surviving on our passive forms of entertainment, meaning like screen time. So there's a lot we can do just by living a happy, positive, loving life. Not to mention figure eights. Figure eights in your space will certainly activate, and they are crucial to energy healing. If you've seen any of my videos, you know. And we're going to get a video about what is all about the eights coming soon. So to activate the radiant circuits, let's do it. So there's several different ones. The first one is the central and governing meridian, which is the central is one that runs up the front of the body, and the governing, which runs on the back of the body. And we're essentially creating that vessel, the front and back, and connecting those. A lot of the exercises that are in the daily energy routine activate the radiant circuits as well. So feel free to check that video out and start doing that. Cumulative effects, the longer you do it. So after you do the central and the governing, which really just works on the spine and the brain and the nervous system, right? We're bringing the central and governing in. We're going to work on triple warmer and spleen. So find your belly button, palm a little bit higher than your navel, and your other palm at your forehead. So triple warmer and spleen is a complicated relationship, and I discuss it in several other videos. What we're doing now is we're not balancing triple warmer as much as we are harmonizing it. Most of us are in fight or flight or reactive mode all the time. So by doing this position, holding this position, we're going to hold it for about a minute and a half. We're bringing in our adrenals, which is the points here just above the navel, and triple warmer works with the govern. It governs the adrenals and helping stress, decrease stress. So we're just going to hold this position. And again, in through the nose and out through the mouth as all energy breath is involved. And then spleen, we're going to tap the spleen. Just right here at the sides. Tapping the spleen, strengthening the spleen. Discussed in many other videos. Spleen itself is a radiant circuit. Belt flow is the next one. Belt flow is appropriately named. It is around the waist region. And we're going to start on the back with our opposite navel. Find the belly button. The point in the backside, reverse navel, or what's sometimes called the Mingmen point. And we're just going to work it. We're going to jiggle it. We're going to stretch it. We're not going to work on our spine. We're going to work just off to the sides. And then we're going to take our hands and as far back as you can go in the back and swing around to the front. And we're going to do that 3 times at the belt flow, and then down the opposite leg, off the feet, shoo the energy away. Now come in and do the other side. Belt flow. This breaks up any congestion in the midsection, balancing out the top and the bottom energies. So the next one is a series of 2 exercises that are called the bridges. So there's the yin bridge, which is the front of the body in this exercise, and the yang, which is the back end, the back side. Bridge exercises bridge all things opposite in our body, whether it be our masculine and feminine aspects of our personality, our heart and mind, our yin and yang, our body and our soul to higher spirit. So there's all sorts of connections here that we have that are opposites that the bridge works on. So the yin bridge first, we're going to deal with what's called the power point behind the head, right in the middle where the neck meets the skull here. And we're going to come around from the power point, coming around to the forehead, around to the cheekbones, cross your arms down to the K27s, just at the end of the clavicle and down an inch. Again, discussed in other videos. Really massage and push in on those K27s, your arms crossed. And then we're going to come to the sternum and we're going to do hearts. 3 hearts on our torso. Down the yin side of the body. Fingers underneath the toes, and then lift your heels up. So you're feeling that stretch come up the back of the legs. And then we're going to come up spleen, which is just the inside of your feet, inside of your ankles, inside of your legs, to your hip, up to your armpits, and then down to your sides, ending with the tap. So let's do that one again. Power point, coming around to the forehead, cheekbones, K27s, massaging those, hearts, heart, 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 down the yin side, fingers underneath the toes, heels up, coming up spleen to the sides. Now the yang bridge, the back side, is a bit hard to do on yourself because you can't really get entirely all of your back by yourself. So what we're going to do is work figure 8s. This is all about figure 8s. And I'm going to show you how to do it on yourself very easily. And we're going to make figure 8s here in the space right in front of us. Just come up and down however you want to make them. You're just figuring 8s in the space. And then you're going to turn and put your back side into that space that you just created and filled with figure 8s. So we're going to do it one more time. All the way down, all the way up. And then we're going to bring our backside into the 8s. So it's a great way to do something on yourself and you get your whole backside covered. So now because it is a bridge connection, we need to connect our front side and our back side of our body. And again, we're going to use figure 8s. So we're going to start at the ground and we're just going to connect figure 8s like this as we connect the front and the back side of our body. So we're going to start down below and come up the sides all the way up. I just go over my head too at this point and then come back down as we're still connecting. And that's connecting the front and the back side. Front and the back side of our yin and yang side. Now, the next 2 exercises are called regulators, regulator flows, and they deal with regulation. They deal with anything that needs regulating, hormones, immune system, circulation, emotions, things like that. So there's the yin regulator, which is going to be, again, the yin side of the body, so the front side of the body. We're going to start with making a heart around our face. And then we're going to do a little stretch in our neck, kind of like a heart on a stick. And then we're going to make I Dream of Jeannie arms. Remember that show? And we're going to come down and do the inside of our arms. We're just going to smooth the energy off the hands on the inside of the arms, inside of the body, all the way down. And this time we're going to squeeze our feet inside and outside, and when we get down there, and then we're going to come up spleen. Yep, let's do that one again. Heart on a stick, and genie arms down the inside. Inside, inside the body, squeezing the feet, up spleen, and tap. The yang regulator is all about the back side of the body. So messy hair all the way down the back side, off the outside of the arms, back side of your body, and we're going to go down to our ankles, and we're going to pinch our Achilles tendon, which is just the back side of the ankles, and then come off the pinky toe as we come in spleen. Come back up spleen. So again, back side, outside of the arms, back side of the body, all the way down, pinching your Achilles tendon, coming off the pinky toe, and coming up spleen. Penetrating flow is the last exercise, and this is all about penetrating deep into the cells, into the muscles and the bones, into our emotions, into our psyche. So this is deep, profound healing, deep joy, deep, deep healing and joy. So again, it's going to start at the Mingmen. We are back at the Mingmen point, our reverse navel, some people call it. And we're stretching it, we're bouncing it, we're tapping it. Again, not on the bones itself of the spine, just off to the sides. And we're going to take our hands, and we're going to take a deep breath here as we hold our hands at our tailbone. And we're going to come down just to the end of the tailbone and coming around the hip to the pubic bone, coming up the sides, hands to the mouth, and we're going to sigh 3 times, heavy sigh. And then hands to the heart chakra for a deep breath. And so we're going to do that again. Mingmen. Jiggle the Mingmen, bounce the Mingmen, come down to the end of the tailbone, around, up, heavy sigh. Hands to the heart. And that's penetrating flow. So I'm going to run quickly through this, mark this time. Here we go. This is the daily routine, radiant circuits, down and dirty. Central and governing. Central. Governing. Triple warmer. You can do this every day, this whole routine every day. You can pick an exercise that feels wonderful and just do that. You can do it 100 times a day if you'd like. As with all things energy, you cannot overdose. Again, you're holding this for about a minute, minute and a half. Working your adrenals. Just here above your belly button. Play your favorite music when you're doing this, right? Think of something positive. Think of happy thoughts while you're doing this as well. If you can't think of any happy thoughts, just think of positive emotions. Let's do the spleen tap. As we think about just saying love and kindness and compassion and generosity and gratitude, and just run through words, positive words. All right, belt flow. We're bouncing the Mingmen. We're coming around 3 times. Down the opposite leg. Off the feet. Come around the other side. Down the opposite leg. Up, up. There we go. The regulators. The yin regulator. Power point. As we come around to the forehead. Down to the cheeks. Down to your K27s. Really work those. Tap them, massage them, however you want to wake them up. Heart, 3 hearts. It's all about love, self-love. I think I just did 4 there, but that's okay. Down, under the toes, heels up, coming up, spleen. One more time. PowerPoint, forehead, cheekbones. K27s. Heart, heart, heart. Down the front side. Heels up, coming up, spleen. Young bridge. Bring those 8s into your backside. Into your backside. Woo! And up. And cover that backside. Yin, yang connection. Pulling those 8s on the sides. Get all the bases covered here, front and back connected. Woo! And then we're coming up, spleen. Nice. Regulators, we're regulating yin side. Heart on a stick. Genie arms, inside of the arms. Yin body, yin side, squeezing the feet. Coming up, spleen. Heart on a stick. Yin side. Yin side of the body. Squeeze all the way up the feet. Coming up, spleen. Yang regulator. Messy hair outside of the arms. Back side of the body. Pinch the heels off the pinky toe and coming up, spleen. Young regulator. Backside. Pinch the Achilles and coming up, spleen. Penetrating flow. Wake up that Ming Men. Down to the tailbone. Coming around. Up to the mouth. Sort of channeling our inner Marilyn Monroe here with this one. Heart to the hands to the heart chakra. One more time. Back side, bounce that Migman around. Again, you can do that one all day long if you'd like. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you everybody for watching. Again, comments, questions below. Let me know what you think, what you know, what you love, what you don't like. Let me know what's going on, how much radiance you're able to bring in. As always, likes and subscribes are always appreciated. Website, energygirl2020.com. Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Take care. Have a good day.